What does the cross on your forehead signify?
It's a knife.
He lied! Y'all worship him!
Is a passport issue for 21 Savage, and the internet is going crazy about his arrest and his possible deportation to the UK. Now, the internet, they were flooded by memes, which were enjoyed by all. I love this one and this one. We've got many, many more. And everyone was getting in on the fun. That included Demi Lovato, who then got so much blowback that she had to delete her Twitter. Yeah, crazy stuff. Now, Tom Brady, he has joined the likes of Michael Jordan and Thanos. Yeah, he's collected 6 rings for his Super Bowl win. And Marshmello, well, he put on the true halftime show via Fortnite. We'll have all this and more in just a second.
I'm in the hospital.
Oh, he's coming.
You lie so much
Just
to
send the location.
I'm number one!
What's going on, fam? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, and welcome back to Famous News. Now, to be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on them post notifications if you're new to the gang. I believe you guys named yourself the Famers. All right, so today's news, the top story, it's a very interesting one. I've done 21 Savages before they were famous, not once, but twice. That's a 2 and a 1, whatever. Anyway, the second time we did it, his team actually looked it over to make sure I got everything completely accurate, but they never mentioned that he was from the UK. Well, it turns out 21 Savage, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ICE agents ready to deport him. Shaya bin Abraham Joseph was taken into ICE custody, and he is unlawfully present in the US. He's also a convicted felon. Now, that is according to authorities. Now, the charges, they are for felony drug charges way back in 2014. Now, 21 Savage, he was hanging out with Young Nutty in Atlanta over the weekend. The city was absolutely crazy, of course, due to the Super Bowl, and the boys, they got pulled over. Then Young Nutty, he got booked, and because 21 was there, well, subsequently, they took him in as well. It was only then that ICE, which is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, well, they discovered that 21 had illegally entered the US in 2005. He was on a visa, but then it expired the next year, but he never got the hell out of Dodge. It's a knife.
It's a knife.
Now, there's lots of confusion about him being from the UK. Now, Mons, they're pointing to his lyrics stating, "I got shooters dressed in all red," and they think that he's referring to this. Or they're also talking about when he goes into the booth, well, he's talking about one of them red telephone booths. Now, others are suggesting that he's from the Commonwealth of Dominica, which is a Caribbean country that's, well, part of the Commonwealth. Now, people are also pulling up old clips where he tried to, class himself up, and they're concluding that this is his true identity.
I feel vibrant, elegant, exquisite. I would probably wear this jacket on my way to have tea and crumpets.
Now, the best updates we have thus far come from DJ Akademiks. He spoke to 21 Savage's team. The whole situation is a big misunderstanding. Hope it gets cleared up quickly. There's a logical explanation behind everything as well, but until then, UK joke's gonna fly. When the real story comes out, a lot will identify with it. Now, Demi Lovato, she got in on the action. She tweeted out, "So far, 21 Savage memes have been my favorite part of the Super Bowl." Now, influential rappers, including Offset and Wale, they were just a few to shoot back at Demi Lovato. Offset stated, "All the memes and shit ain't funny when somebody going through some. Praying for my dog, ain't shit funny, his family depending on him." Damn, them Offset quotes are hard to read. And Wale, he wrote, "Why is someone's freedom funny? I don't get the joke." Now, this resulted in Demi Lovato deleting her Twitter account. Not just her post, her entire account. She then released a statement going, "Wasn't laughing at anyone getting deported. I know that's not a joke. Not I've ever laughed at that. The meme I posted and was talking about was him being writing with a feather pen. Sorry if I offended anyone." That was a pretty good meme. I can't blame her for getting in on the fun. And everyone did have what they wanted to say about her while she OD'd and went to rehab, very public. And, she was the cause of many a meme then. Now, I can see the girls just trying to, enjoy Super Bowl, engage with her audience. But what the people had to say to her, they were calling her a crackhead. They were telling her to get back on heroin. It was absolutely disgusting. So she has since deleted Twitter. We also got an update on the world record egg, which is now sitting at over 10 million Instagram followers. Now, we actually know the identity of the man behind the egg. He's a 29-year-old ad executive named Chris Godfrey, and he's gonna be a man in demand with no shortage of work in the coming years. We also know the value of this social media page. It's estimated to be worth $10 million. That's right, because this egg caters to children, that's like the prime advertising demographic. Also because it's got a squeaky clean back history. Like, this thing is, it's demanding some serious bank. Also, leading up to Super Bowl, you can imagine advertisers wanted to work with this egg, so it began to show signs that it was cracking. It also had some stitches lined into its side saying there was going to be a big reveal during Super Bowl Sunday, and this is what we got. Ooh. In collaboration with Hulu, the World Record Egg, they've teamed up with the nonprofit Mental Health America, promoting mental health awareness, especially those affected by social media. Yeah, Demi Lovato, she gets what they're talking about, but as do I. Like, we're living in a society where we're all entrenched in online content, but people, they start to relate to their likes and their views as who they really are. It's taken a toll on me, Demi Lovato, countless others. So this is really amazing. Also, kudos to the guys behind the egg, because they could have gotten a bag and worked with anyone, but they worked with a nonprofit and for a great cause. Definitely something I can get behind, and I'm curious to see what they're gonna cook up next, because the egg, it appears, is back together. No Humpty Dumpty here. This is gonna keep going on. Now, the biggest event in television history, it went down this weekend. Of course you know what I'm talking about. Groundhog Day.
A beautiful spring it shall be!
That's really fantastic news, and for this new weather, well, I've celebrated by picking myself up this new vest, Canada Goose. Now, of course, the biggest event this weekend or in television for this year was the Super Bowl. Now, many people are calling the game a bit of a snooze fest, but some of your favorite influencers were there, including Mr. Beast and Ninja. Now, Mr. Beast and his buds, they actually wore t-shirts that read "Sub to PewDiePie." And you can see them on the big screen. You can see them at home. They couldn't afford a commercial, but they got to the game. Amazing stuff. Now, with the big win for the Patriots, well, Tom Brady, he has won his 6th Super Bowl ring. Now, people are comparing him to Michael Jordan. Perhaps he is now the greatest athlete of all time. I mean, he does it now in like tougher times. You know, people have been bred to become sports stars. And back when MJ was doing it, things were getting tough. But not like they are today. It's a good argument. People could discuss this time and time again. People, they are also comparing him now to Thanos. I love that. That's, I gotta post that to my Instagram. That's hilarious. All right, that brings us to what's trending on YouTube. Now we got Avengers Endgame. The trailer was one of the biggest spots during the Super Bowl Sunday. And, ooh, it's exciting to see what's gonna happen.
Some people move on, but not us.
Some of my faves are missing, but some of other people's faves are there. You got to see Captain America, Rocket Raccoon, Black Widow, Thor, War Machine, Ant-Man, and Hawkeye. Well, they're all gearing up for what will be Endgame. I can't wait. Then there was the Super Bowl halftime show with Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. Now, Adam Levine, he decided to disrobe himself for the final act, and all of a sudden, his little nipples were trending on Twitter. I'm not even gonna lie. It's true. Reminds me of Janet Jackson. We get some nipple halftime show tributes. I don't know. Now, people are citing another event that took place this weekend as the true Super Bowl halftime show, and this was a performance put on by Marshmello inside of Fortnite. 10 million viewers at least, they turned in or were in attendance to this unprecedented event, which took place inside the game at Pleasant Park. Now, the amount of eyeballs that were on this thing was at least 200 times greater than the Super Bowl halftime show.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Now, weapons were deactivated so that people weren't like shooting each other up. They were all getting to dance their, you know, copyrighted dance moves. And there was like this anti-gravity event. They were also able to interact with Marshmello himself. This really goes to show you that this will be the future of touring. Who needs a residency in Las Vegas when you can do it all as an avatar? Very cool stuff. Huge news for Epic Games. And expect to see a lot more of this. If you're not on Fortnite because you don't like building or fighting or shooting, well, at least now you can go on there and enjoy a show. I bet you if like Celine Dion was doing this, my mom would get a Fortnite account. Alright, wrapping things up with who to follow and on the come up. Now, I'd like to give you guys some shout outs, those who hit me up in the DMs. And today with who to follow, we have Deluy? Asante Deluy. Now, this guy's a Canadian artist. He's attending the University of Western Ontario. Absolute fantastic party town. But he's also working hard. He dropped his mixtape, Don't Sleep, and it's available on all platforms. You can check him out. There is a link down below. Man, when I went to Western, the last thing I was doing was making music. I was hanging out at Sagin getting into all sorts of trouble. And finally, on the come up, we have Stefano Monda. This guy's also known as SteArt on Instagram with 238,000 followers, and he's blowing people away with his The Simpsons artwork. Now, he's done bits on everyone from James Charles to The Weeknd and Bella Hadid. There's one of Conor McGregor, there's Salt Bae, and Odell Beckham Jr. Now, I'm really hoping that you guys will download this video, trim this part out, and put it on your Instagram, so one day he might make a Simpsons artwork piece on me! And I hope I'm wearing this vest. I hope this happens. This would be like a dream called true. A dream come true. A dream come true! If it happens, well, I could just retire because of everything I've ever hoped for has come true. All right, I'm wrapping up this episode of Famous News. Of course, my name's Michael McCrudden. We appreciate all of you guys who tune in each and every weekday when we do Famous News. We've got tons more before they're famous and after they're famous and the rich life coming your way. We're pumping out 2 videos a day here right now. It's a lot. I don't even know if my YouTube channel can handle it. But we appreciate all of you guys who tune in on the regular. Be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in another video. Boom! It's a weird one. Boom!
It's a knife.